Alright, what's happening everybody? It's your boy Akeem and welcome to this vlog. Here to give you a preview of the Battle Frog Fiesta Bowl between number 8 Notre Dame against number 7 Ohio State. So used to seeing Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, but now it's Battle Frog. It's so awkward right now. But Notre Dame, they actually went 10-2 this season, while OSU went 11-1. Let's first talk about the Fighting Irish under head coach Brian Kelly. They had issues at quarterback at the beginning of the season, starting the season off with Malik Zaire, but then he was out for the remainder of the season in the second game. And Deshaun Kaiser had to step up at quarterback, and he's been doing a great job. 19 touchdown passes and just 9 interceptions. But he's also shown that he could give you some good runs on the ground with 9 rushing touchdowns and just under 500 yards rushing this season. Now, they do have some great weapons offensively, starting with their running backs and CJ Procise, who has over 1,000 yards, and backup running back Josh Adams, who's been a good replacement for Procise when Procise was out in a couple of games due to injury. And lastly, their wide receiver in Will Fuller. He's definitely a great wide receiver, over 1,100 yards this past season and I believe 15 touchdown receptions this year, the leading target for the Fighting Irish. Now defensively, they do have a couple players that I'm looking at for the 2016 NFL Draft. One of them is my top inside linebacker and Jalen Smith, who had 113 tackles this past season, and an interior lineman, defensive end in Romeo Akwara, sorry for mispronouncing your name, who has 42 tackles and 8 sacks this season. They're going to have to go to work in this matchup against a good physical front seven in the offensive line of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Now for Ohio State, like I said, they went 11-1 under head coach Urban Meyer, and they just missed the college football playoff due to a loss at home to Michigan State. Now had they just beat Michigan State, they would have went to the Big Ten championship, possibly beat Iowa, then make it to the college football playoff, possibly be still the #1 team overall over Clemson. But they still had a great season. They did come off of a national title last season, and they have some great prospects for the 2016 NFL Draft. Start with the running back Ezekiel Elliott, who leads the Big Ten with 1,672 yards on the ground and 19 rushing touchdowns. Now there's also another player who's probably not going to play much in this game, and Cardale Jones. He is a NFL prospect due to his size and his arm strength, but he still needs to work on his accuracy. But they still have a good starting quarterback in JT Barrett, who I suggested them starting at the beginning of the season due to the fact that he's been better under pressure, and he's the better overall quarterback, running and passing overall, better than Cardale Jones. He has 10 touchdown passes and 3 interceptions this season. Now defensively, I like their linebacker in Raquan McMillan. He had 114 tackles this season, leading the team. I believe he's just a sophomore. He remember him coming out of high school, one of the top recruits for Ohio State. Now this is going to be a very aggressive game, starting with Notre Dame. Going to give you what they should be doing in this game. I think they need to smash mouth Ohio State right off the bat quickly, just to catch their attention and try to throw them a little bit off guard. Throw a couple of trick plays in this one, and I'm not saying out of desperation, but just to throw them off on their defensive side, keep them on their feet, on their toes, and wondering how to adjust their defenses during the game. If you keep it high pace, it's definitely going to catch their defense off guard. Also, I think they're going to need to stop the run, not stop the run, but pound the rock a lot running the football with their running backs. But lastly, I forgot to mention the top prospect for the 2016 NFL Draft, and that is Joey Bosa. They're going to have to deal with him, but he has not had the season that he has had last year, and I think that they're going to have to try to smash mouth him and just get him a little hit a couple of times, just so let them know that you guys are the Fighting Irish and that this is a great contending team for the national title for the past couple of seasons. Now, for OSU, I think they just really need to get the ball to their key players in Ezekiel Elliott, as well as Michael Thomas, their top wide receiver, and another playmaker in Braxton Miller. Just keep the ball in the playmaker's hands, and the playmaker is at quarterback in JT Barrett. They have so much talent all around them. Same for Notre Dame, but not as in-depth as Ohio State as far as all-around talent everywhere on the field. Now for this matchup, I'm going to have to go with OSU in this one. The Buckeyes are definitely disappointed not making it to the college football playoff with just 1 loss, and they're going to take all that anger out on Notre Dame. But I promise you, I believe this is going to be a close game than most people would think, but I'm going to have to go with the Buckeyes over the Fighting Irish in this matchup. Now, the next time to catch you guys will be in a couple of minutes. I have much more blogs for you for today. Thank you for watching this vlog. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.